Across the United States, disturbing scenes are becoming increasingly common. Masked agents, plainclothes officers, confusion, panic, and fear. They call themselves ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Their official mission is to enforce immigration law and protect national security. But what we are seeing tells a different story, one of force, intimidation, and growing fear among immigrant communities and ordinary citizens alike. ICE claims to use only a minimum amount of force when making arrests. Yet, every day, new videos appear online showing agents acting aggressively, shouting, and even using physical violence while cameras are rolling. It seems that being filmed no longer deters abuse. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. In Chicago, a woman was waiting in her car to pick up her child from school. Moments later, masked ICE officers surrounded her vehicle. Witnesses shouted, asking if the officers had a warrant. They didn't. The woman's door was locked. Agents forced it open and dragged her out as children watched from the sidewalk. Days later, another video surfaced, again from Chicago. An unmarked SUV rolled to a stop on a busy street. Without warning, a masked agent lowered his window and threw a canister of tear gas. The gas spread quickly, scattering pedestrians and children leaving a nearby middle school. ICE never released a clear explanation in Maryland. Two officers were filmed chasing a man into a crowded intersection. He screamed for help as they tackled him to the ground. In the struggle, one agent dropped his handgun and then pointed it at the bystanders who were recording. People yelled for him to put the weapon down. Officials later claimed the man had resisted arrest, but the footage left a different impression. Unnecessary, chaotic, and deeply unsettling. Then came another shocking incident. In Chicago, journalist Debbie Brockman was covering an ICE operation for her local news station. While reporting, she was thrown to the ground and handcuffed by 3 agents. She shouted that she was a reporter, yet they held her down. She was later released without charges. Her newsroom confirmed she had done nothing wrong. Even journalists, it seems, are not immune to intimidation. The Department of Homeland Security defended the arrests, saying anyone who interferes with law enforcement will face consequences, including U.S. citizens. But critics say this reflects something much larger, the erosion of fundamental freedoms once considered sacred. To understand how this situation unfolded, journalist and author Radley Balko, known for his work on policing and civil liberties, offered a sobering analysis. He explains that the principles which once defined a free society are crumbling faster than anyone imagined. Officers no longer display name tags. Vehicles are unmarked. Masks hide faces. Accountability is vanishing. He reminds us that America once mocked the idea of papers, pleas from authoritarian regimes. Now, ICE agents are seen demanding proof of citizenship from people on U.S. streets. Rights that were once guaranteed, due process, privacy, and freedom of speech, are being tested in ways unseen in modern history. Even the power of video evidence seems to fade. Everyone carries a camera, yet violence continues, sometimes even escalates. As Balko notes, some agents appear to embrace the attention, recording their own raids to share online. For certain audiences, these displays of force are celebrated. But for most Americans, they are horrifying. Beyond the headlines and viral clips are real human lives. Families torn apart, dreams destroyed. One case stands out, a young woman from Nicaragua who came to the United States at 8 years old. She graduated high school with honors and earned a scholarship to nursing school. She wanted to help people, to serve her community. ICE raided her home, searching for someone else. When they realized she was undocumented, she was detained for 6 months, denied her medication. Her health worsened until she agreed to leave the country voluntarily. She had no criminal record. Her only dream was to become a nurse. These are not isolated stories. They are part of a growing pattern of enforcement that many describe as cruel and unnecessary. Public opinion in the United States is shifting. Polls show rising discomfort with ICE's use of force and its disregard for human rights. Even those who support stronger borders question the need for such violence. Parents arrested outside schools. Veterans deported. Children traumatized. This is not law and order. It is fear and chaos. For decades, America has presented itself as a defender of freedom, a beacon of democracy. But when journalists are silenced, when officers hide behind masks, when fear becomes a weapon, those ideals begin to erode. This is more than an American issue. It's a warning to every democracy in the world. When fear outweighs compassion, when secrecy replaces accountability, freedom itself begins to disappear. The cameras are still rolling. The world is still watching. And history is taking note. This is not fiction. This is happening right now.